Psalm 23. God has set a table for two, one chair for himself, the king, and the second one, believe it or not, is for you. But of course, the enemy wants a seat at the table too. Anxiety wants a seat, envy wants a seat, worry and frustration want a seat. But don't give the enemy a seat at your table. Look up, go up. You're invited up the mountain of God. Move towards infinite power, splendor, love, and beauty, healing and restoration. When we gaze upon the Almighty, we are changed by the captivation. Empowered to take every thought captive in the battle of the mind. Shame is silenced by his glory, and our future redefined. So draw near to Jesus. The shepherd is good. Our God is faithful. Take the place prepared for you. And don't give the enemy a seat at your table.
Marriage. Of course, marriage is not your normal bump and face kind of relationship. It brings both excitement and disappointments. If you find yourself married in community of property and often delayed in your business transactions and dealings, worry no more, because Masinya Attorneys uses the law to help you change from in community of property to out of community of property and vice versa. Call Masinya Attorneys today on 084 383 7747. We will sort you out with a high court application, and of course you get to keep your spouse. That's Masinya Attorneys on 084 383 7747.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Solomon Izami Shams. If you are joining for the very first time, it's good to have you. And if you are a regular here, it's so good to also have you. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. So, you can hear my kids making some noise. I'm sure you can hear that. But I just want to sort of like talk about something important here. But before then, let me acknowledge some of you. Pam from Denmark. I see you from all the way from the USA. She said, I can't believe I caught you live. Hello, from Arkansas. Thank you. Good to have you here from Mokopane. Thank you, Martha from Ireland. Appreciate you. Brother Alan from Kenya. I see you. Appreciate you too. Thank you so much. I have who is here? Yeah, Perry, all the way from Maiduguri in Borno State, in far, far northern Nigeria. Good to have you here. Places that people want to avoid, but the Lord is taking care of you. All the way from Germany. Thank you, Osinachi. Ebun from London, Peggy from Zambia. Thank you guys. Great to have you here. This is going to be a short video from Egypt. Yeah, Egypt is here, and also Botswana is here. Thank you. So this is about, there's this video that was been trending for quite a couple of days or so, and I saw it, but I don't just want to share a video and as a news item, but we have to ask ourselves, what can we learn from it? What's important for us? What can we pick up? What is going to be a blessing? How can we understand certain things? Because that is very important. When you see things, you learn from it and move on. So I saw this video of a younger prophet. Some young prophet. He calls himself seer, the seer or so. Now, yeah, so we're going to talk about younger prophets. And the younger prophets, before the younger prophets are being mentored by older prophets. You get what I'm saying? So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, they're going to be the ones that are calling the shots. Right? And you have to also understand that the kind of mentorship that you get is very important. So some of these younger guys, they don't get the right mentorship. Some of them have a good heart. They really want to know God and to be able to serve Him in ministry. But some of them they go in there because it's just another way of, it's just like going into an illegal business. And quite a lot of them. And believe it or not, also there are some of the older prophets. They look for the younger prophets so they can adopt them, so they can promise them whatever. Come under my wing, and I would mentor you. And they would replicate themselves in disguise. Because remember, they also make money from these guys. So let's talk about somebody like Hubert Angel. Actually, this young guy that I'm going to talk about today, he's a product from that Hubert Angel school of false prophecy and charlatans. Hubert Angel, Prophet Hubert Angel, he lives in London. Some of you guys know him. You can check him out. Very boastful guy. Has a very small church, believe it or not, in London, but very boastful. He knows how to brand himself on social media and promise this and that. He's very boastful, dressed very smart. You see his pictures on Instagram, everything's proper. That's just to tell you that something is wrong. All these pictures that you see on social media, that is just proper. Something is wrong. They're trying to lure you in so they can capture you. And a lot of them use that to capture people, to capture women. Hubert Angel in himself has mentored people like Bushiri. Bushiri pays allegiance to Hubert Angel. So almost like every month, there are certain things that you need to send to him, money. There is a guy called Zuake, the same thing. There's a guy in Warri in Nigeria. What's his name again? Is it Felix or Fidelis? Also, he's also under the same Hubert Angel sort of like school of false prophecy. But then Hubert Angel, what he does, he dresses very smart and sharp, extremely smart, like you're a lawyer or you work with the bank, that kind of proper way of dressing. So they look for these younger prophets that have charisma, that can speak very well, that dress very well. They adopt them. So they don't just initiate them into their lifestyle, they initiate them and teach them how to be con men from the pulpit, if you know what I'm saying. And this young prophet is one of them. So we have a danger in Africa where there are younger prophets that are coming up. And the question is, are they going to do far worse than the Bushiris, the TB Joshuas, the Omotoshos, the Zondos? Because that's the thing. Remember, you're always going to do far more than your father. So far more means you're going to be far more false prophet than your father. So let's watch the video. The video is very, very funny. I find it too much entertainment, a lot of drama around it. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the video already, but let's watch it again and see.
The hope. Can I prophesy? This is the reason why your parents named you Hope. It's because they lost like 2 kids. And you're the last born before you. And now it's like everywhere you go, yeah, in South Africa, your nickname is Baby.
Baby,
exactly. All right. I want you to watch it again. And please watch it really close. Just watch his body language. Right? And look at the congregation. The congregation is very young, and they were just shouting, yay. So obviously, this is a young congregation, right? So I want to make a connection later on, just so you can understand. This is a young congregation. So.
But when I saw the hope, can I prophesy? This is the reason why your parents named you Hope. It's because they lost like 2 kids, and you're the last born before you.
Okay. This is why your parents named you Hope. They lost like 2 kids before you. So how is that supposed to impress me? Hope is my name. Yes, they lost 2 kids, if that is what they're saying is actually true. So what does that have to do? This is divination. What does that have to do? Because at the end of it, he dropped the mic and then he walked out. So what? So you just told me what I know about myself. So you expect me to be impressed? But the people were impressed. Okay?
And now it's like everywhere you go, yeah, in South Africa, your nickname is Baby.
Baby, exactly.
Your nickname is Baby. And everybody shouts. What did he do? He dropped the mic. I want you to watch closely, right?
Is Baby.
Baby, exactly.
Let me put this this way. Right?
On before you. And now it's like everywhere you go, yeah, in South Africa, your nickname is Baby.
Baby, exactly.
But when I saw
Okay, let me put something up for you, just so you see, and understand what this guy is actually, the kind of spirit that is there. That the whole idea of actually doing what they're doing, you know. Okay, so what happened here? Let's watch it.
saw the hope, can I prophesy? This is the reason why your parents named you Hope. It's because they lost like 2 kids. And you're the last born before you. And now it's like everywhere you go, yeah, in South Africa, your nickname is Baby.
Baby.
See? Just see here. He's saying Baby, he started moving already, even before she confirmed that it's Baby, right? So he started moving, and what happened? He dropped the mic.
Exactly.
Going out. Watch. So this is a shot of the mic. This is a shot of the microphone, right? It's an intentional shot to show the shot of the microphone. Why? Because there is something in popular culture. There is something in popular culture. Let's see. Let me see where. See this mic because so he dropped the mic and he walked away. So like I was saying, in popular culture, that is very evident. It is part of popular culture. When I say popular culture, I mean like in the hip hop culture, in the music culture, with celebrities, people, you know, all these things started just around the popular culture, entertainment culture, and you drop the mic. So what does it mean? What does it mean like to drop the, you know, what does it mean in itself to drop the mic like this? What does it actually mean? Right? Because it's, this guy is trying to tell you something because it means something, right? So this is actually, according to the dictionary, this is a definition of, you know, to drop in the mic. It's an intentional thing. It wasn't like you just, so to drop the mic mean is an act of intentionally dropping one's microphone at the end of a speech or performance, displaying a bold confidence that it has been very impressive or cannot be topped. Can you see the spirit that is there? So it's an act of intentionally. So he intentionally dropped the mic at the end of a speech or a performance. You cannot, so he gave a speech or it was a performance for me. It wasn't a preaching, it wasn't a sermon, it wasn't a teaching, it wasn't a prophecy, it was a performance. That's what he did. Displaying a bold confidence. So he's showing the confidence that he's a true prophet. You know, that he is impressed with his own performance. and nobody can do better than he just did. So it's actually being boastful. So dropping the mic in a culture like that, in a situation like that, is actually, you're trying to tell people, you're boasting. That's what you do. That's what is happening. That's what he did. A lot of the young people there, they understand the whole thing of dropping the mic. And I mean, we've seen Obama jokingly dropping the mic because he wanted to use, he wanted to reach a younger audience. So he dropped the mic and then he walked away. So now we have it from a young prophet, false prophet, in a church setup. After giving a prophecy, you drop the mic in a boastful situation. Where is God there? So the attention now is you, it's not God. And he walked out with his armor bearers or bodyguards or whatever you call them. And the gullible, blind people were busy shouting and praising him. The attention now moved from him, from God to him. So now we have a danger that these young prophets are actually reinventing the wheel. This went viral, and a lot of people look at it. A lot of people could not actually believe it. It became like a joke. But you see, the fact is, this is going to make him more popular. There are people that do not know scriptures. There are people that would actually be attracted to that because they are not really seeking for God. They're just looking for that connection. They're looking for what God will give them, not seeking for God himself. So there are different sort of Christians. Some people look for God to give them something. Some people look for God because he is God. If you go to church today, there are people that are there looking for God to give them something. Not for them to give him something, to say, look, Lord, here I am. Take me. Everything about me. Take my spirit, take my soul, take my emotion, take my education, take my being, use me. No, but they go, Lord, I want that promotion. That's why they are there. I'm not saying you shouldn't pray for God for promotion or for money. No. But the main reason why they are there is because of those, needs that they have. And we all have needs. But the first thing is for us to submit totally. So we are in a very dangerous situation where we are going to see these young prophets reinventing the wheel, being creative with their deception, and hitting it on social media. And they're gonna do far worse than Bushiri and all this other, like they call it, old cats. So these young cats, these young cats are they are reinventing it, and they're bringing a lot of entertainment value into it. You think you've seen entertainment with Bushiri? If you think you've seen entertainment with some of these guys like Mrs. YK and all those guys in your country or wherever, wait for these guys. You'll be shocked. So how, we're always going to have people that are blind or people that cannot discern. It's a fact. And we cannot leave them alone. Because some of them, they're in that situation, or they follow this prophet or that prophet because of their lack of discernment. How can we help them so they could see? Some of them, obviously, they went in there for the wrong reasons, and that's fine. They would have to sort themselves out. But if you see these people, if you see all these younger people, there's this other guy called Prophet Java. He's from Zimbabwe. I think he lives in the US or so. The kind of obscene things that he does, even with a lady who was twerking. I couldn't talk about him here because I cannot bring the video and show you the video here because it's like nudity. It's X-rated. So, but they're getting acceptance from a certain crowd, and they're also deceiving some to take them over. So all these baby charlatans and baby false prophets, they are rising. Watch out for them. And we have to speak truth when we see them rising. When we see them doing anything out there, the baby charlatans and the false prophets, the charlatans are always going to be there. So we need to really speak truth and identify it and help those we can help. But we're going to see a lot of entertainment in church, and it's going to become almost acceptable. These people do not have the fear of God. They came in for the money. They came in for the glitz and the glamour. They don't care about the people. They're just there to take from the people. That's what they want. So for this sort of young prophet to do that, there are a lot of other younger prophets that run small churches like that. They're rising. I know some of them. They come in. But they will come and they will meet us and we would hit them with the truth. That's what we keep doing. So thank you so much, guys. I see some comments here already. American Eagle Express saying, Uncle Solomon, have you seen Passion Java with his stripper twerking and he was recording and dancing? Yeah, that Passion Java, the guy that I was telling you about. That's true. Sheila T says, yes, you're right. There's somebody I used to watch on YouTube, but I realized that this person is not operating in the right spirit because it's entertainment. It's pure entertainment. Entertainment draws people, right? We all love entertainment, whoever you are. And God is okay with entertainment. Or where you get entertainment. Every environment you go to is have a reason. You can't go to church and get pure entertainment. But they're bringing it, they're turning it into stuff that you go to, maybe a show, a concert, or to a comedy show to enjoy. But no, that's not the right place at all. But people love it. They know that people love it. They know that, especially in the age of social media now, they know that they can put something out there and people follow. Buki says too much excitement that people are no longer discerning. Yeah. Harry say, I'm not impressed. Prophecy brings direction from God, telling her phone number, name, how she was born is just useless. He could Google up her, all we know, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. It's simple. You're telling me about myself. Of course, I know that they call me Hope. Of course, I know I'm from a family of 4. So how is that supposed to impress me? So how is that going to bring me closer to God? If a prophecy does not bring you closer to God, there's a problem. If a prophecy does not give you direction from God, it's a problem. If a prophecy does not bring correction, rebuke, there's a problem. If a prophecy does not encourage you to help others, to deliver others, if a prophecy does not come as a warning, there are so many ways that, but not in this way that you tell me my name and stuff that I know about myself, and that's just about it. No ways. No ways. So I agree with you, Naomi. And Naomi says Africa is in trouble. This is really, it's nonsense. This is prophetic nonsense. That's why I call it prophetic nonsense. It's simple. Candy says, Hubert learned from Pastor Chris. Ushiri learned from Hubert Angel. Now CO1 is learning from all these 3. It's just the way that it is. Sia says, fame, popularity, and money have clouded people's discernment. It's simple. The times that we live in now. Charles Emeka says, and we wonder why people have stopped attending church services outside Easter and Christmas. That's right. That's the only time people go to church. Easter, Christmas, or maybe they go for a wedding. That's the way some people are. Cindy says, I was told I will be reached by a certain pastor. I'm still waiting 6 years later. Christine says the guy has too much pride. It shows in him. It's simple. It's pride and you are boastful. And I want to conclude with this verse. from the scripture from Psalm 75, 4 and 5. I warned the proud, stop boasting. I told the wicked, don't raise your fist. Don't raise your face in defiance at the heavens or speak with arrogance. These young prophets, these charlatans are speaking with arrogance. But God is warning them. I warn the proud. You are proud. You are boastful. You drop the mic and you walk away. That's what you just did. Zooming in on yourself. You're proud of yourself and not proud of God himself. And that God is warning you. God is warning all of them. Anyway, thank you guys. I just wanted to share just a little bit of this, and hope that I can see you tomorrow. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple, and make sure you follow, you like. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Psalm 23. God has set a table for two. One chair for himself, the king, and the second one, believe it or not, is for you. But of course, the enemy wants a seat at the table too. Anxiety wants a seat, envy wants a seat, worry and frustration want a seat. But don't give the enemy a seat at your table. Look up, go up. You're invited up the mountain of God. Move towards infinite power, splendor, love, and beauty, healing and restoration. When we gaze upon the Almighty, we are changed by the captivation. Empowered to take every thought captive in the battle of the mind. Shame is silenced by his glory, and our future redefined. So draw near to Jesus. The shepherd is good. Our God is faithful. Take the place prepared for you, and don't give the enemy a seat at your table.